Hello and welcome to a special edition of Sharp End. I'm Stefan Hopping. In a moment we're going to be grilling Rob Osborne, asking him some tough questions. But first I want to show you a film about the media partnership between ITV and Mencap. Here's what we got up to.
Hello everybody! So welcome everyone to ITV Wales! So we are really delighted to be launching this media partnership with Mencap. And what we want you to do today is have fun!
They go at doing the weather, which I found was really interesting. And I also had a look around behind the scenes at the ITV studios to see what it was like, you know, behind, see what everyone does within the studio.
Oh yes, the camera.
What was that like?
Best day ever made. Move it, turn it.
I turned round and produced the news.
You produced the news and you presented the news.
And I presented the news. I also turned round and did the weather as well.
What was that like?
Confusing.
Did the news.
You did the news and you did the...
Weather forecast.
You did the weather forecast. Yeah. What was you like doing the weather forecast?
I wish Ruth was here.
You wish Ruth was here? Ruth, where are you? Do you appreciate what Ruth and everybody else does a bit more now?
Yeah.
You can see it's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got a wee camera.
What did you? Tell me about that.
Oh, it was amazing.
I became a newsreader.
You became a newsreader. What was that like?
Pretty overwhelming. Asthma UK Cymru says women are twice as likely to die of an asthma attack in Wales compared to men. Very exciting. I really enjoyed it.
And how did it compare in real life to as you see it on the telly? Is it different?
Completely different because there's a lot of things to remember. It's not just what you see on the TV.
And did you go on the camera?
Yeah,
What was it like going on the camera and being behind the camera?
very good.
You were our director.
Yeah, just speak through the mic and just press the right button to tell them when to start and when to finish.
What's it like doing the news with your other half? Did you argue?
No.
Good.
No.
We don't want you arguing on air, do we?
No.
For me, it's been a really good experience, and for you guys to also join forces with Mencap, I think it helps people with a learning disability to possibly maybe even forge a career in the media, really.
So what's the day been like?
The best day ever. Amazing. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm gonna come again.
Do you think it's good that ITV and Mencap have joined forces?
Yes, I do, because it recognises that people can employ people with disabilities and that nobody's different.
Do you think, media, TV, radio, something, perhaps somewhere or another, you'd like to get involved now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we want. We want people to be inspired.
Breathtaking, overwhelming, generally fabulous day.
The best bit is obviously you, Rob, leading us through an amazing day. But I think I knew where that was heading. So.
What was the best bit?
Being a director.
You were a director. One word to describe the day from everybody, right?
An amazing experience. Here's Helen. Awesome.
Fabulous.
Fantastic.
Joyful.
Excellent.
Well, that's what we got up to. Now let's talk to our host that day, Sharp End presenter Rob Osborne. As Dylan Thomas would say, begin at the beginning.
Yes, very highbrow, like Sharp End.
So, how did it ginger-headed wonder boy end up as the national correspondent for Welsh TV?
I'm not ginger. I'm strawberry blonde. Look at me. I don't know. It's a really odd sort of turn of events. I was supposed to be a solicitor. Can you imagine me in a court of law arguing with people? Can you imagine that? No,
No, I don't
imagine
think
that. Neither could I. So I wanted to enter the world of show business, hoping to present one day the Wheel of Fortune. But that wasn't going to happen. So I ended up being a journalist, and ITV took me on. I think they took pity on me.
You have taken a very personal interest in people with a learning disability, and many will remember the acclaimed programme you did back in 2018 about your Uncle Neil, who has Down syndrome. Is it important to you to help people with a learning disability and their carers tell their stories in the media?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the key things that I'm really passionate about. You know what? The media, TV, radio, newspapers, we need to reflect society. You know, everybody out there, all their different backgrounds, all the different diversities out there. And if the media all look and sound the same, what good is that? So, yeah, we made a programme a few years ago where I thought it was important that we looked at Down syndrome, which is something that's close to my heart. I wouldn't call myself a full-time carer. I'm a sort of part-time carer. My mother's the main carer for her brother, my Uncle Neil. But I know there's those people, the carers and the people they care for, need a voice, don't they? And I have a platform, and if I can bring their voice and their issues and their needs to the television screens, to programmes like Sharp End, to programmes like Wales at 6, then I want to do that.
That sounds really good. So we are here today to launch the ITV Cymru Wales and Mencap Cymru partnership. And I was lucky to be invited along to the first of our joint media training days back in April. Why is this partnership between ITV Cymru Wales and Mencap Cymru important?
You were one of our newsreaders that day, weren't you?
I was.
You sat in that seat.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you then. Instead of you asking me, let me ask you for a second. What do you think you got from that day? Coming in here and having a go at things and seeing what we do.
It taught me a lot, confidence-wise, and how different it is from what everybody sees on the telly.
Now, could you imagine yourself 6 weeks ago, right? Sitting there on this set in front of the people who are in this room right now, talking to the Senedd, which is what we're currently doing in a video form. Could you imagine if you would have done that?
Probably not, no.
So that's what I hope we get from this partnership. That people like you and the others who came in that day will be inspired, either to a massive boost in confidence, and you know what? Loads of people couldn't do what you're doing right now. They'd be terrified to do it, right? But you are doing it because you've had a boost in confidence. So if we just do that and inspire people, let alone hope people will contribute to the media or maybe pursue careers in the media, then I think this partnership will have done its job.
Well, thanks to Rob and thanks for watching. From all of us here, goodbye.